Epson is revealing a new set of smart glasses, and we're discovering there is some appeal for the enterprise. ZDNet editor-in-chief Larry Dignan is joining us now. And Larry, you had a chance to get your hands on these glasses. Talk a little bit about them and how we can avoid the glass hole stigma.
Epson has been in the smart glasses business for a long time. Due to it's under Epson Seiko, which is basically a projection photography sort of copier. It's this big Japanese conglomerate, basically. But they've been in the smart glass business since 2011. And as a result, they've been through a bunch of iterations, and they've been working off Android. And it's interesting, while a bunch of other companies have gotten more play. I mean, notably Google Glass was a big thing and then kind of faded out rather abruptly. They've kept chugging along. So they have applications in healthcare, theaters, like the Theatre of London uses. You can go check out, buy a ticket, and you can also toss in a rental for smart glasses. And Epson makes those. And there's a lot of training applications and things like that. So I think what's interesting is they're coming out with a device called the BT30C. And it's tethered to compute. So it used to be Epson had its own proprietary little gizmo. It's probably about the size of this remote or so. But now it's going to plug right into your Android smartphone, which, if you're an enterprise, means you just hand out some smartphones and you can have content, you could have training manuals, you could have web applications, you could have whatever for these glasses. And the glasses are, they're pretty small. I got to try them out. And, and what's also interesting is they basically switch screens based on how you look up. So, for instance, if you're wearing the glasses and you look down, you can see your laptop, no problem. If you go to the right, it'll scroll to another window. So the glasses are really set up for multiple windows. So it's an interesting approach. And, as Microsoft HoloLens and all this augmented reality gets, more and more press, it's probably worth looking at the Epson thing. And the other interesting thing is these glasses they're going to retail for $499. So they're pretty inexpensive, and enterprises could probably get pretty good ROI from them.
Okay, Larry, and as we mentioned earlier, you had a chance to get your hands on these glasses. So just talk a little bit about the comfort, what your thoughts were about the features, the ease of use, things like that.
The comfort was there, but you also keep in mind, these things are still to the point where I don't think they're socially acceptable. Like, you're not going to walk down the street with these things, right? Which is why the term glass holes got started in the first place. So it's more of a work device. So as a work device, it works pretty well. It's comfortable. It's not intrusive. And they have a couple different things. So it can fit into a construction hat. It can fit into helmets, a bunch of other things that you would have out in the field. So as far as comfort goes for work for a limited period, say at a couple hours or so, it would be fine. I hate glasses overall, so I would be more into a smart contact lens or something, to be honest. But it's pretty useful. And I think over time, it'll probably be more acceptable in the workplace too.
Larry, talk a little bit about just the smart glasses, the market in general. What does the future hold?
I think it is it's evolving, and I think it'll be pretty useful when it matures, right? So Google Glass was out there early. There have been companies like Epson who have been in the market forever. And then there's a company called Vuzix, which is Intel used to be an investor in it, and they've developed workplace things too. And they have partnerships with SAP and a bunch of others. I think what makes Epson interesting is they have a real retail footprint. Like the smart glasses, the Epson smart glasses are partnered with DJI, which is the drone maker. So they're really big in drone photography, because there's some regulation that says you have to have line of sight with your drone. So the smart glasses can connect to the drone, and you can basically, see what's going on. In that regard, it's they already have a retail footprint, right? So that you can buy them from Amazon, you could buy them from B&H, you could buy them from Best Buy. So they could get traction if it's, right now it's more hobbyist thing. The other big thing for business that's interesting is that the Epson smart glasses will also work with Windows. So you can tether them to your laptop too. So if you're juggling multiple screens, it could be useful. The Windows stuff, it works on Windows, but it's not necessarily as baked as it is with Android. Like the Android one, the multi-screen stuff works. There's an app to the Epson platform, and it's integrated pretty well. But as far as Microsoft Office and things like that, I think if you use Microsoft Office on Android, it could be handy, and it'll become more handy, as the Windows ecosystem builds out too.
All right, Larry, I'm with you. I want to wait for the contact lenses. Thanks so much for your insight on this, Larry. And for his full article on Epson's new smart glasses, make sure you check out ZDNet.